In a fast-paced world, staying informed is more important than ever. From local events to global affairs, we've got you covered. Get ready to dive into the arts of the news. It's World News on Aloore Radio.
SafeMusicList.com, royalty-free music for marketing and promotional videos. SafeMusicList.com, royalty-free music for marketing and
Good afternoon. This is the news at 2 on Aloore Radio, transmitting from the GSM studio at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Secretariat Agodi, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. I am Omarisola Amosun. First, the highlights. Makinde inaugurates ad hoc committee. Oyo government pledges support for rule of law. The federal government to maintain travelers' compensation for delayed cancelled flights. On the foreign scene, around 1,500 bodies of Hamas militants found in Israel army. Now the news in full. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde inaugurated an 11-member ad hoc interministerial committee on the harmonization of various demands by labor unions in the state. The governor, while performing in the inauguration at the executive chamber of the governor's office, Secretariat Agodi, Ibadan, called on the members of the committee to be open-minded and to come up with homegrown solutions on issues bordering on workers' welfare in the state. Governor Makinde equally tasked the committee, which is headed by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Olanike Adeyemo, to come up with a report on the modalities for the implementation of workers' demands. The committee was given a 6-week time frame to complete its assignment. Speaking at the event, Governor Makinde stated that his administration had been proactive in attending to the demands of labor unions and workers, a development which he noted had promoted a cordial relationship and helped the government to deliver several developmental projects in the state. The governor commended the labor leaders for their cooperation and sense of understanding dating back to 2019-2020, when the state successfully negotiated the new minimum wage and consequential adjustments and other modalities for workers' welfare. According to the governor, the responsibility of attending to the welfare of the people should rest with the states, as the implementation of labor agreements has always been more proactive in Oyo State compared to the federal level. The governor charged members of the committee to demonstrate understanding and have an open mind so that the states could get a solution that is fair to all parties, noting that as a state there are so many responsibilities but limited resources. Still in Oyo, the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has reiterated that his administration believes that a fair and impartial legal system that upholds the rule of law and protects the rights of all individuals is inevitable, and as such would continue to create an enabling environment for the rule of law to flourish. He said the significance of the rule of law in maintaining peace, order and democracy within the state is paramount to government, adding that his administration's dedication to defending the rule of law endures notwithstanding personal changes within the current government. The governor, who was represented by his deputy, Barrister Abdulrahim Adebayo Lawal, stated this at a prayer session held at the Ojaoba Central Mosque to mark the commencement of the new legal year 2023-2024 on Monday. He noted that in keeping with the Omitutu 2.0 agenda, government is committed to tackling arbitrary exercise of power and enforcing all laws that will lead to sustainable development of the state. He added that the cardinal objective of the judiciary is to protect the rights and interests of the people by rendering its constitutional powers impartially in accordance with the law, without being subjected to any form of restrictions, undue influences, inducements, and pressures. Makinde, who took the opportunity to commend the diligent work of the Judicial Service Commission in the appointment of 15 new magistrates, however, said that the individuals have been carefully selected on their merits and integrity, ensuring that the Oyo State Judiciary is bolstered by competent professionals who will contribute to the administration of justice in our society. Still on the news, the federal government will start implementing the provisions of the NCAA Act stipulating compensation for poor service delivery. The federal government says it will soon issue an order compelling airline operators to start paying compensation to the passengers for delayed and cancelled flights not attributed to natural occurrences. The Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, said this during a meeting with airline operators in Abuja on Monday. However, Keyamo urged the airline operators to build stable communication channels that enable passengers to get cancellation notices. On the foreign scene, about 1,500 bodies of Hamas militants have been found in Israel around the Gaza Strip as it pummeled the Palestinian enclave with airstrikes. The army had nearly completed evacuation of all the communities around the border, he added. Israel is reeling under a deadly attack by Hamas militants who stormed the border fence under the barrage of rocket fire on Saturday morning and killed more than 900 inside Israel. However, Israel is carrying out a massive air and artillery bombardment of Hamas targets in the Gaza Strip that has so far killed at least 687 people in the coastal enclave. That ends the news at 2. Once again, the highlights. Makinde inaugurates ad hoc committee. The Oyo government pledges support for the rule of law. Federal government to mandate travelers compensation for delayed and cancelled flights. On the foreign scene, around 1,500 bodies of Hamas militants found in Israel army. Thank you for listening and have a good day. I am Omar Isala Amosu.
Promotional videos.
Whether you're a native of Ibadan or a visitor, Aloore Radio brings you closer to the heart and soul of Oyo State and beyond. Aloore Radio, the online radio that amplifies the voice of Oyo State.